So I'm going to do a review on Laxroom 5X semi-soft mesh. So this is Laxroom's newest mesh. It's their take on a performance mesh. I think it's really nice. It's $7.50. It's very soft. As you can see, this one has been my game stick for a while now. Probably 2 weeks, I think. And I use it for my full season. It's pretty consistent. It strings up pretty well. So one note, make sure your top string is very tight. I had a leather top string, and it's hard to sag a little bit because it wasn't super tight, and that contributed to a lot of hooking and not too much consistency. So as long as your top string is tight, your sidewalls are tight, this mesh will be pretty nice. One thing I don't really like about it is that on the top or the sidewall, the channel starts to get a little bit wide. I have two heads strung with 5X semi-soft, and as you can see, their channels are pretty tight. So that's how it started on this head, and then it got to be this wide. I think it starts with, for some reason, when you go from your anchoring knots to where you define your pocket, for some reason, the base of the mesh starts to get really, really wide, as you can see right here. But yeah, for some reason right there is where it gets kind of wide. So I've been using this for a while. I've been using it for about the whole summer. I really like it. Very soft. The ball retention is really nice. I believe this is their 20 mil variant. So it cradles the ball kind of like a traditional pocket where it hits the sidewalls, which is really nice. I'll go into the hold in a minute. So I believe it was $7.50. So they use like this special weaving yarn or whatever right? It's made with a waterproof material that, for some reason, somehow, I don't know how I'm saying this, but the string that they use to weave the mesh on the loom to create the mesh is made with a waterproof material. So that's nice. I soaked this mesh outside when I was shooting a while ago, and it worked pretty well. One thing I didn't like about it was that after it dried, it got kind of dingy with the feel, and I lost a lot of hold and a lot of ball feel, so I switched it out and put this pocket in. But it's not very likely that your mesh or your entire pocket would be soaking wet. So it was pretty consistent with being wet and then throwing and shooting. A little bit more wet because the shooters were a little bit of water. But other than that, I think it's a really good mesh. So I think if you were playing in just like regular rain, I think you'd be totally fine. So worked pretty well in that aspect. A lot of hole with this mesh. The diamonds are a pretty good size. I believe these are 17 millimeter diamonds. This is a mid pocket or mid and mid high, whatever. So I'm going to show you the hold. And that is 90 degrees right there. Okay, so I'll do it one more time. So that's like amazing for a head with an NCAA legal shooter setup. You can get some pretty good shot power with this. It's pretty consistent as long as your top string is tight. As you can see, no catch points really. So it's very consistent. I get through probably 8 passes on the wall and they'd all hit the same brick. I'm pretty confident when I say that. So I believe this is like a super light kind of mesh. I have their soft mesh, or I used their soft mesh for a little bit. They don't have it on the site anymore, but their softer version of the semi-soft was marketed at 17.9 grams, which is very light. I don't know what the translation is in ounces, but 17.9 grams is pretty light. So it channels the ball fairly well, despite the wider channel. It's still pretty accurate. A lot of shot power. It's pretty consistent. I really like this mesh. It would be good for face-offs. It's very soft. So for $7.50, I really recommend Laxroom 5X semi-soft. Also, I forgot to say it's very light. It's very light and very thin. It's thinner than, I compared it to I believe it's eSIM Hero Mesh, and it's even thinner than that. It's a lot of people say it has a very Otter Mesh like feel. So two most common meshes like this would be Otter Mesh and eSIM Hero Mesh. So I believe it's a very nice mesh. For $7.50, you really can't beat it. You can get basically 3 pieces for the price of one piece of regular performance mesh, not including G3 or Gemalax Money Mesh. So I really recommend this mesh to really anybody that likes a softer mesh. It's pretty thin, but it still stays pretty durable. So good offering from Laxroom for $7.50. So stay tuned for more.